Hey, it's Jax for Town Square Media. I'm joined by Matt Shannondor. We are out at the Haunted Forts, and as a big part of the Haunted Fort, obviously at Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park, part of it is the Custer House. And right now we're in the servants' quarters of the Custer House. And this is kind of what gives the entire aura of the Haunted Fort, really, is all the history behind it. Isn't that right, Matt?
Yeah, so the Custer House really sets a nice stage for the Haunted Fort, and we've got the history, we've got the legendary figures of Custer and his wife and his terrible demise out in Montana. So all of that lends to a really good story that starts right here at Fort Abraham Lincoln.
We're now in the billiards room of the Custer House, and Matt, you mentioned that we talk about activity. There's been some activity in here as well.
Yeah, there has. So again, we're on the second level, and a lot of the activity has taken place on here. And so this room originally was to be two rooms in the second house, but the general had the dividing wall taken out. Billiards table was brought up, so it became kind of that social place to go during Mrs. Custer socials. The gentlemen would come up here, they'd play bridge or play billiards. Now, during our time out here, since the house was reconstructed, many of the staff have heard voices up here, but along with that, they've heard the ball break of the billiards here. And they'll come up the stairs and the balls will still be set. Now, on one occasion, and a couple occasions where tours have come through and the tour guide has visually seen the table, left with their tour guide or their tour group, came back through here with another tour shortly afterwards where no one would have been in the house, and the billiards had been broken and the balls were across the table.
Well, we've made our way from the Custer House over into the barracks right now, and a lot of history here as well. And even with the events that you had last year with the Haunted Fort, the Dark Hood, and tell us a little bit about that.
We had to kind of retire the Dark Hood after 4 years of having some success with it, and we decided to really hit the ground with a new type of immersive environment to continue that extreme haunt experience. And so what we've come up with this time is unveiling at this Haunted Fort is what we're calling the guardhouse.
Okay.
And so it's kind of themed after the actual guardhouse here that was on the post. A lot of soldiers would end up in the guardhouse if they, were disobeying orders, and they had to end up there. And then there was also prisoners that would come back to the fort here as well. So the guardhouse, being this kind of dingy place, a lot of cells, we kind of are going to incorporate that into this new experience. The kind of the kicker of this whole experience is that it's all about your own survival. And so you have to go in alone. This is going to be it's a very extreme environment. You're going to be introduced to very tight spaces, very dark spaces, as well as running into probably some of the cellmates that are in there that are still stuck in the guardhouse by chance, maybe. All the way to having to find your way through a large open space, and then even to a point of having to crawl your way out of the guardhouse. So it will be a very extreme environment, but also that scare factor is going to be through the roof in terms of this new extreme haunt. So I'm hoping people will try it. I know a lot of people won't try it, but those that try it, I think are going to have a really good